Oh, sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I'm gonna show where your space again. That's me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up there. Ah, that's okay. You know, I was just reading, right? I don't mind. I'm being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. So you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. You're no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. So I just assumed she finished the page before me, so I'll turn out my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but Amanda kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. And she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Maybe may sound off a moment, but Zero, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I haven't been in a bad way or anything. So I really don't know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant it's kind of cute. We're seeing all of a sudden. I'm trying my best to speak. This is all the same. Is everything alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. Sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess we'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. I guess I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? There's a good reason. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I want to know where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. The meditation ends. Oh. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Here first covers his mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So... what kind of writing experience do you have? I see your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I thought that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first one, really. Huh. You says I'm blanket and looks at my phone again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri shows off unable to find an excuse. She has her fingers along the word in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. There's those specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is the way they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. When Shuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her ceremony is completely gone. It sounds like she's an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. This could be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I should be talking about the people that I like that. I shouldn't be talking about. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost into the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight has to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green in hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I can't read cursive that well, so if I mess up at a few points, tell me. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. To me, I just can't read cursive, so it's kind of my fault, Yuri. What? I wasn't even that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Where did Yuri go? This might be a little bug in the game, but hey. It's a bug in the game. How wonderful. Right. I should write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zero. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only get a glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the world and their work. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is beginning symbolically compared to a ghost, living in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours impressive too, so. Oh, okay. Nah. If anything, I could possibly learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Zero. Me too. So if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. Wait, you expect me to believe that you're actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. It's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess you gotta share mine now. You'll probably think it's stupid. You already seen this one? Because of the nuts get up. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Okay. Hi, Zero. Great job, Zero. I was thinking ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to get... I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. Wait. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh, that's why it's always count once I put in some effort. Oh, that's not fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, what Yuri likes... You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Like Sarah, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to drive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure you'll end up trying something different. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. Oh. Wait, but that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're seriously telling the writer, it's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, They're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, oh, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. You apologize? Don't you think you should too? And she catches her fist. And nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, I'll have to take a walk to clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. Yeah, spare from having to look at your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem. Up in the desk, storms out. On her way out, she crumples up of the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really needed to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares at her own desk. I generally approach her and sit adjacent to her. Is everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How can anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Zero. You're too kind. I'm thankful to you to have a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that she said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. We already got all the... what was it? Oh, that's wrong one. Okay. But yeah, like, we already got, like, the perfect Yuri. So, we don't really need to, what was it? So we really don't need to worry about getting perfect Yuri, but because we already had a perfect poem, we already got that trophy also. Now, it really passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable over here over the past couple of days. We're in the club room, and the usual scene greets me. Hi, Zero! But yeah, we already seen all this before. Hey, Yuri. Wait, did I say that? Hey, Yuri. Fucking sounded weird. Suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the other one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, thanks. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she's oh man, growing tired. Well, Kinda am tired because I woke up like only like about 30 to 40 minutes ago. I had a good night's rest. I had to work on my own story for a bit. I thought I wanted to choose a small picture from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. He hands me the water pitcher, also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna play this in at the teacher's desk. Maybe we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, on the way she moves contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long ways, Yuri appears elegant and methodical or whatever. Whatever that word is. There we go. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? You're just gonna make some tea. So, I didn't realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Why do you want to tell me there's nothing wrong with helping involve your own club activities? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Zero. Maybe that's the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it. But it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Zero, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad, as you make it seems in your head. Nobody's perfect. You have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. When you hit me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? You can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? You lift your head. Zero, I like being friends with you. Thanks, Shuri. I like friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. When you hold the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. So, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah, anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. If I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I will. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? Oh, I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided we should try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't put yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Zero. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. How much Yuri pour a cup for tea for each of us? Zero, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can really my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I don't do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Especially because of my posture, right? Always things over like that while reading. Yes. I have a terrible reading posture. Unless she's talking about something else. I'm pretty sure everyone should know that, or people that is 18 or older should know that. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Such cushions or shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more like a handle. Your teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. In a few minutes, I manage to relax a little. I put the teacup up between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Okay. You're gonna save one place. We're gonna save here. And then go ahead and go to side stories. Balance. Okay. Let's do balance part 1. Natsuki! While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelves, Sori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. Well, what? Hi. Literature Club has been full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. There's Sori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. I see was first and started passionate for manga. The story shares her love for poetry. She goes about writing herself. Manga has multiple literary interests. She decided to focus on her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy with little help and encouragement from Sayori. After weeks spent on their presentations, Monica decided to give the club members this week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori has spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books. She decided to begin the journey on Natsuki's manga collection. I wonder with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all those things. Sarah pulls a random book. Sarah reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and expects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one. You wouldn't like that one. In panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand and places it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you have no preference, then let's just start with something easy to get into. A lot of these things don't start to get really good at until like a few volumes in. And I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga. I could handle it. I did with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span, you put that much effort into your books. No, I have an attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them. Okay, well, okay then. Let's pick you something that can even donut read. I didn't say I was a donut. I said I had an attention span of one. You're just trying to call me sweet. You're so cute. No, how did you get that? How did you get into that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Oh, how come? I don't like it. I don't need a reason. Unless you yanks the book from the shelf and closes the closed doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you should just stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry, it wasn't you. Oh, then she shakes her head while putting the second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Now Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. So to speak softly as well. Feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book. So just start whenever you feel like it. What's it about? It's like comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. She looks at the title. It's called Love in Another World for Luck. So it keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, like, well, you shouldn't just read it. Well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're going to ship yourself with. I can already guess who you're going to ship yourself with. It'd be so funny if I'm right. If I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Just anime geek. Myself. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. Let's start then. Maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, we can do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you do. Then I won't make you. Then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just. Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. Another club meeting ends. Natsuki and you leave. Monica starts a conversation with Sayori. I see. You got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if I might. I'm not sure if I can say that to her, or if I can't say it at all. What? I think I want to respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I saw that. Ah. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid Natsuki really doesn't like me very much. How'd you do this? How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs. She only says hi to me after I say hi to you first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. Nice. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I first brought her poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is just making me be worried for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. She gives Monica a quick hug. Well, I'm going to keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. You got this. Nope. It continues. Okay. Still in part 1. As the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one as usual. Trying to the room where she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet. Reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? As he pulls the book away from Sayori. You just start in the middle. There's spoilers, besides. So, where's the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyways, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out. It just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Guess next to you, though? Oh, sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki and pulls out a blank sheet of paper. She reads it as save for periodic flutter of the page being released from beneath her thumb. Sayori sighed. Only light tapping noises of her pen near the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper filled with scribbles and the margins lined with stick figures. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Are you bored? No, I was just writing. Oh, I saw the stick figures and thought you were just bored. Oh, I just saw those when I'm thinking of waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them at all. Wait, what? Sorry, I just saw those when I'm thinking of waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. That's so cute. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. Now there's a nice problem with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? What the heck? You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem that I'm working on? Sure, I guess. And as she reads the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. Besides paper back over Sayori. Do you ever feel weird just sharing all the thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it was just an observation. People can get close to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, as you get into protests, you find a good way of putting your thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on kind of what your friends have? I don't know. Wait. To each of their own, but I never met anyone I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so you write poems? You never told me that. I saw you wrote stuff. Yeah, I do that too. Wait. Yeah, that too, but you should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault, it just makes you uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I just showed you the book that you gave me, since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. Over the next few days, Sayori begins the club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki. The end of the club meeting, Monica has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission. Starts to I can't even say that word. Innocuous conversion when asked you while she backs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She's pretty excited to have a chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share with too, right? Yeah, mostly. Further. Natsuki looks over her and just reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I want to talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Leave all silent, but she fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, although she wants to say more. She has your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind the back. I guess. I say when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than, but I don't want to do it either. Why shows a bright smile? You reconsider it. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. He stands silent for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we met. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I'm just having no control over the pace. I just can't meet someone and instantly become best friends with them. It's like share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have... I know. I feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monica navigates through a tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feeling a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could, I don't know. I could divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way, that would be underhanded, I mean. I'm sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complained doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problem for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would just make her constantly be afraid, and she's bothering me. I mean, I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think that does a good job of expressing your feelings, and she would totally understand. Sayori really wants the best she can do for the other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. Oh, it just feels so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them? It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs. It's a literature club. Then she mumbles, though a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey. Sorry. It just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know you're in kind of a tough spot, but that is hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me how you feel great in self-reflection, action, and critical thinking, even if it does feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Nasty instinctively starts to reject and compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Nasty gathers her things and she finishes her thought in a mumble. I'm so glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monica smiles and Natsuki turns back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It wasn't unusual for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. And Monica felt everything really was going to be okay. Yep, the end of part 1. So now, we're going to do part 2. After I check pictures. So we got this one. Write a poem for Yuri. Write a poem for Natsuki. Write a second poem for Natsuki. Write a second poem for Yuri. Choose to help Natsuki for festival preparations. A scene from Side Story Trust. A scene from Side Story Understanding. A scene from Side Story Respect. So yeah. I kind of like this one. Really? That's cool. Okay. 19-second CG due to scenes lack of realism. In Act 1, write all 3 poems for Natsuki. Review the file poem words txt for anomalies. During the poem game, write a perfect poem for Natsuki. Select the word Doki Doki during the poem game. Select her during the poem game. I'm going to set this as my wallpaper again. Yes. Okay. Side stories. Balance. Balance part 2. Okay. It's lunchtime. So we usually buys her lunch is make her way to the cafeteria like any other day. Oh, sorry. Sometimes Sarah's usually the one who buys her lunch to make her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of students. Is drawn by Sherry's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is mostly interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki. I never went to the other club members around school. Natsuki. Hey, she definitely saw me. When I first started the club meeting, the Natsuki. Sarah, having glanced around the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work enough courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I'll see what he thinks she ever wanted to be friends. She only gets excited because I share her manga. No, she wants to be friends with you. You're just being too, you know. Being like, you know, too, you know. She only got excited because she got to say her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't like me even. She doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, do you plan going inside? No? Why? I'm sulking. Oh. Sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. Oh. I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I started lunch today and I waved and I called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she ran away from me. Really? Huh, not bad. Hey! Sorry. I'm sorry. That was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do. From anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of being closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. But she doesn't actually want to be close with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do you put this? Sarah, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to spend time with them. Of course. Of course, I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sorry, not. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time, it was being done with interruption, then it was not making me very happy. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends of the club. We have our own lives outside the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. The friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. Some friends who just have fun together, and others who will talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's more important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, you really don't know how much Natsuki life outside the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into your new commitment. But that means I was really bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. What I say is really based on what I understand about my own needs. Natsuki and I are completely different, so... How was I so selfish? Even if that's all true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I must stop. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful understanding your needs when I was becoming friends with you. I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she really seemed so social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I heard her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How can I let myself do this? Yuri? I think that, well, every time you told me By the way, I saw things in my head very different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump into the worst case scenario, but I think it's more like me and Natsuki just want to hurt any ill feelings towards you. So I think if we were to realistically consider the situation, how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. The best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. As you're trying so hard for me, you're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness. Sorry, beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She would do what she wants. If she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs, and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. Why should I feel so awful and guilty? It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But what she needs. Let's not tell myself that. It hurts. But I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's better for my friends, I want that. That's very mature of you, Sayori. I'm mature. Sayori hops up and down on her toes. Does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here so that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh. Sayori steps aside. By the way, before you just go, this here tracks. It's so that you're not here but different. I don't think that's really that's true. I think you're actually similar in a lot of ways. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri returns to enter the clubroom. After a moment, Sayori follows. The clubroom is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles again at Natsuki quickly before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's the best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping her pen against the desk, staring at it. Ooh, what are we writing today? Natsuki peeks behind books. Only just a piece of the clubroom. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! With a seat closer to her and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. She replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who's focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monica to see. It says to Sayori. Actually, Monica smiles. She pays his hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away but makes a motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki a sort of a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri already departed Monica after checking Sayori or Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for unknown reason, silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet and puts it away. She slides it back on the shelf while Natsuki watches. Pulls it back out in order to return to its proper location. Sorry. I didn't know where it was supposed to go. It's fine. Finally avoiding eye contact. Both like they were about to say something, but now they can break the silence. The moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. She turns to hide her pained expression, and then walks away from the closet. Was there improved Natsuki and all I want to be friends? And was that it? The video story occurs in Solve Valley Club Room. Was the hallway teacher teach breath out and her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little? Then suddenly Natsuki's timid voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Suri turns back around to face Natsuki. Natsuki pitches anxiously and continues with a shaking voice. Natsuki pitches anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Well, first of all, she got herself sore struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for everything that I did at lunch. I'm sorry for being kind of mean lately. It's just really hard for me, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So Sam continues, she simply holds the sheet of paper for Sayori to take. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. But it has all my treasures, all my books, my collection, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. But it's the best place in the world. Well, it has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. Well, but when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Hey, don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peek through the keyhole, and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them and put them away, to see them again. And I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. Yes, I still want to share it. However long it takes. If you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door and I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I thought, I sucked it up and I could work things so I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it, please. Sarah smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got caught up in the chance to get close to you that I forgot the thing about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About like the friendship stuff, I mean, it's okay. I understand you have to force yourself to talk about it. You probably did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It's just my fault and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt great. Actually, I felt guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll expect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things. With the right balance. There, she nods again. Oh, one thing about that. Well, I don't want to leave. Well, I don't want to approach you all the time either. I just want to balance, just like you said. Sarah nods. I understand. We'll make sure we have that together. Then. Well, anyway, Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna be like sharing poems all the time now, or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. I was just saying. More importantly, really, I'll tell you about my new boyfriend. Huh? From the manga? Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn. Alright, I should have told you to say less each chapter so I could see your reaction before the big reveal. Want to join me? That's so cute. Oh, shush. Okay. Side story balance part 2 is complete. So we have 4 of the side stories. We need 2 more, which is mostly we're gonna obtain from the what was it? From the Sayori route, and then after that we're gonna play to the end on the Sayori route. Oh, don't forget about Yuri and Natsuki. So, mostly, I was probably like gonna focus on like the side stories, but then I'm like, you know what? People that hasn't played the game, that hasn't like, you know, played the game before or anything like that. I was just gonna like focus on doing this stuff too, just because it's easier and better to do. So shall we continue? I think we should. Okay, so respect, balance, respect, balance, respect, balance. We got that. I can't get over this. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, which is true. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any hard time reading from it. By result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already told the voice and reading again. She should have caught me a pop in the mouth. Now take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parched her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I reverently placed the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Zero? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... well... You're just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean... No, there's kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... And you don't need to stop here or anything. I see. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. I can't tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart's pounding. I initially take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How do you even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling in the room of her breasts. I raise my arm. Ah. Therefore, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I took her out breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. Time to share poems. Sarah, you can help Yuri put away tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the gift subs from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we managed to clean up without much of a word between us. I get the feeling that's something neither of us have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Let's see what you wrote for today. Your son before with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? 0. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Today's Wednesday. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was just telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving you more imagery. The visualization alarms. You know, her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri takes a breath and collects her thoughts. I know Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. You're saying you never started writing before? Very nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem we wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread and for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. I believe that was the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of cutting knife was a symptom, the bread of my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon cements its face and reflects that much more, or light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. And the slice of bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm really projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic salivation conditioning. I slice bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. So mostly, remember Wednesday, like last Wednesday, she didn't show us her poem, like the one in Natsuki route, because we were focused on Natsuki, mostly. So we focused on Natsuki. Yuri didn't show us her poem. So, because we're mostly focused on Natsuki, of course. So since we wasn't able to show it to, since Yuri didn't want to show hers to us, we had to see Natsuki's. I don't know, I think Yuri didn't show hers to us either. Monica, of course, showed hers to us. So we didn't get to see, I think, Sayori's or Yuri's. Or was that tomorrow we didn't see Sayori's? I think that was the day after. I think that was Thursday when we didn't get to see Sayori's. In the game, it's, I think, Wednesday. So It's not more metaphorical. I don't know. Oh, if it's my fault. Oh, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Use the poem canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotions around them. I mean, through them. Yeah. If they take a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the ways that it feels to indulge into my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Zero? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Those who can choose to respect each other's and our visualities. We're mystical sometimes. Some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. And you're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There aren't many people like you, Zero. That's exaggerating a bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing. Yeah, it just feels really nice. It's just a really nice feeling. And to thank you for that, it's nothing really. Mary smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness disappears. So mostly I'm just gonna skip the others. Just because it's Mary. She would say, she didn't want to share a poem. So mostly I'm just going to skip Monica here because mostly it's just different from how we did Natsuke's. So mostly, really just, it's kind of fun to go through all the routes and just see like different things. But still, so let me skip this part. Yeah, we already been through this, so I don't know why it's not letting me skip. Well, hey. We went through this Natsuke route. Or whatever. But yeah. Hope I can skip soon. Because we've already been through this. Let me check the settings. Okay. Yeah, we've been through this once already. But yeah. I hate being into this and not being able to skip because we've been through this, so. What's for run doing the Sayori route? Sure, it's not letting me save. I mean, it's not letting me skip, but I must have been through this already once. Okay, so I'm gonna save here for today. And what time it is. So I'll tell you guys next live stream.